Evening folks, this is Best in Slot with some late night Jurassic news because Battle at Big Rock, the Jurassic World short film that was meant to be debuted along with Hobbs and Shaw a few weeks ago, officially has a release date. It got delayed for some reason, or maybe they decided it needed its own, its own slot basically. But either way, we officially have a release date, September the 15th. That is this Sunday. Now we don't have a time quite yet. It is debuting on FX, which is an American channel, and we do get something similar to that in the UK. I don't know where it's going to be shown or what time in the rest of the world, but let's assume it's going to be put online and everyone's going to have access to it because that seems pretty inevitable. Now we did get our very first look at it other than the toys, and we saw this poster right here. We can't get too much from this. I'm going to bring up something else very quickly first, and that's this. This is Jurassic Outposts summary of the plot, basically the very short plot we have so far. So the short takes place 1 year after the events of the last film in Big Rock National Park, so this is post Fallen Kingdom, where dinosaurs are now living in our world. The story follows a family of 4 whose encounter with these wild animals becomes a terrifying fight for survival. So that makes the poster make a little bit more sense. We actually have do not feed wildlife signs put up. It's interesting that it actually uses Jurassic Park logo. But the point is that we're living in this world now where dinosaurs are wild creatures, just like you'd go to a national park somewhere in America and you'd maybe worry about bears and stuff like that. You'd now maybe have to worry about an Allosaurus. I'm still not sure I buy that. I'm very interested to see how the third Jurassic World film justifies their continued presence, because a bear is a bear, but there's an Allosaurus in this short. Letting an Allosaurus roam free seems a little bit different than letting a grizzly bear roam free, in my opinion. So I'm interested to see if that is addressed at any point in the actual main film. But Battle at Big Rock, it's on the way. Very excited. Of course, on Sunday I will have a reaction as soon as I can get hold of it myself. I'll tell you guys what I thought about it and stuff like that. I'll tell you guys where to get hold of it yourselves. You can see their camper van in the distance. We are going to do something a little different in a second. I'm going to go take a look at the casting for Battle at Big Rock and see what we can take from that and whether we should be excited about Battle at Big Rock, basically. But what we know about it, other than this, is that it will feature an Allosaurus and a Nasutoceratops. They're going to battle each other, and of course, 4 family members are going to probably get caught in the crossfire a little bit. If I had to imagine, maybe it's a little bit like Fallen Kingdom, in that the Allosaurus is kind of terrorizing the family, Nasutoceratops shows up, those two battle, and then it's kind of like the end of Jurassic World, where they're getting caught in the middle a little bit. The park's called Big Rock. It's just a battle, really. I don't think we should expect some intricate plot, but it's going to be interesting. Let's move on to the second part of the video. So for the second half, what I want to very quickly do is look at the IMDb pages for the 4 actors who are going to be playing the family role. It does seem to be a mum, a dad and 2 kids, but then really focus on the writer and the cinematographer who are doing Battle at Big Rock. So we're just going to take a very quick look at the family. Dad is Holland. He's probably the biggest actor in the bunch, done quite a lot of good stuff like Moonlight, which was a brilliant film, Selma, 42, blah, 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 blah. His wife, I assume, I don't know, maybe they're a fractious marriage, who knows, but the point is the mum is going to be Natalie Martinez with her large earrings and did Death Race, stuff like that. Melody Hurd will be one of the children. That is her first acting credit, and there's a couple there post-production. This will be the first time she's seen on screen, and her brother, it could be like 2 estranged families that get together. You never know what's going to be. The point is, they're a family of 4. Right. And the brother, who has been in some little TV series, basically, like Deception. Things I haven't heard of, essentially. Gotham. I've heard of Gotham. There you go. So, what I do want to focus on is, whoopsie daisy, instead, is first of all, Emily Carmichael. Emily Carmichael is actually, I believe, writing Jurassic World 3. She is known already for writing, yes she is, she's announced as a writer for Jurassic World 3. She's also the writer for shorts primarily, all the way up, and then she got her big break with Pacific Rim Uprising. Now, in my opinion, Pacific Rim Uprising isn't a good film. I will say, I don't think it's a well-written film, actually. So, I'm going to be curious as to what Emily Carmichael is going to bring to proceedings, basically. Like, this is her little test demo. So the writing and how good the writing is in Battle of Big Rock, which admittedly is only a short. I think it's only going to be about 15 minutes long, personally. That'll tell us at least a little bit, maybe, about her writing style for Jurassic World 3. We can't glean too much. Like I say, it's a short. But at the end of the day, one bad film in a film that was probably written by many, many other people as well. The thing is, even though she doesn't have much in the way of credits, every writer on the planet eventually, at some point, had not. Every director, every actor had no credits until they got credits. You know what I mean? So that's not necessarily a bad thing anyway. We'll see what happens, but we'll be eyeing up Emily Carmichael's work in the short. But this is the exciting bit. Larry Fong is the cinematographer for Battle at Big Rock. Now, the cinematography for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was like the best part of the entire film, in my opinion, and I suspect it may be the same thing here for Battle at Big Rock, because he has directed some. For example, I'm going to bring up, he was the cinematographer for Kong Skull Island, so he's framing the shots and blah blah blah, all this beautiful stuff. Kong Skull Island, again, I don't think was a very good film. I thought it was pretty mediocre. However, again, the cinematography was absolutely spectacular in Kong Skull Island. There were particular scenes, and it comes down to direction as well. Like the scene with the gas and all the colours and stuff like that was just beautifully, the photography was just beautifully done. It really, really was. So I'm optimistic, at the very least, that Mr. Larry Fong here, look at him, noble man, will give us a great looking film. I'm feeling pretty confident about that. How the rest of this relatively unknown cast, especially the kids and a relatively unknown writer, come together to make it will be very interesting. But that is all the information we have on Battle of Big Rock. If we do get any more before Sunday, I'll bring it you here on the channel, but if not, come back on Sunday. I will have a review, sort of reaction kind of thing, and we'll be able to discuss it in the comment section then. I don't expect any tie-ins with Jurassic World Evolution by this point in time. What is interesting for me though is that they're doing this kind of thing at all. This is, we don't really have this kind of thing in the Jurassic World universe. So for me, it's a really good sign that maybe we'll get more shorts and stuff in the future. We know there's a Netflix animated series coming down the line as well, so I really want to see more of this. I want to see them expand the Jurassic World universe, and hopefully we get some clues as to what we're going to see in Jurassic World 3. But we'll have to find out on Sunday. I will see you lovely folks then. Thank you very much for joining me. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.